Thanks for staying with us on Headlines. Now, on to some national news now. Taking on the food shortage in the country, but in a rather sarcastic tone, was the CPM chief Prakash Karat, who had a mouthful for the government today. He said that while we've been asking for food security for the people of India, the government has only been ensuring food security for the rats of India. Well, that was Prakash Karat's war cry against the Congress-led UPA government as he inaugurated the CPM Central Committee's extended session in Andhra Pradesh. Karat also accused the UPA government of pursuing policies that were only for the super rich, saying that its policies of inclusive growth are excluding the vast majority of the common people. He added the fact that the Trinamool, which was hand in glove with the Maoists, is a part of the central government and it does not augur well for the country. On to the big national tragedy that we've been reporting in the last couple of days. In the flash floods caused by a cloudburst that has transformed the picturesque landscape of Leh into a virtual disaster zone, large-scale search and rescue operations are underway, with 400 people still missing. Among them are some 31 Jawans from an Indo-Tibetan border police camp. Hundreds of injured are still in hospitals. There are fears that the number of dead could climb as efforts continue to pull out people trapped under the debris. The army is carrying out rescue operations on a war footing, with many people still stranded in isolated areas. The priority right now is to find the 400-odd people declared missing. Many buildings, houses and schools have also been completely destroyed. Communication lines are also still down and the Srinagar-Leh highway is still blocked. But the Army and the Air Force have managed to completely clean up the mud and the slush from the runway so that flights from both commercial and military can land in Leh. Well, a statement released late last night by the Ministry of External Affairs said some foreign nationals have been affected in the flash floods, but their identities and nationalities are still being established. There are several foreign nationals among the rescued as well. Leh and Ladakh is of course a popular tourist destination that has a good inflow most of the times. In the latest from the controversy in Gujarat, the CBI has started questioning the former Gujarat Minister Amit Shah in Sorabudin encounter case. Yesterday, the Gujarat High Court granted the CBI Amit Shah's custody for 2 days. The last time the probe agency had questioned Amit Shah was when he was at the Sabarmati jail, after which the CBI said the former minister didn't cooperate. But this time, he is expected to cooperate during the questioning, at least that's what his lawyer has suggested.
नहीं, सवालों की सूची तो मेरे ख्याल से इन्होंने तैयार भी नहीं करी है। वो एक्सटेम्पोर ही होगा, मुझे ये लग रहा है। सूची अगर होगी तो हम जरूर मांगेंगे। It is for CBI whether to grant it or not. But in all fairness, if they want to show that it's a fair investigation, they must give it to us.
जी में आपने क्या डिमांड कर रखी है इस रिमांड के सिलसिले में? क्या अभी भी डिमांड है?
नहीं, हमारी कोई डिमांड नहीं है। हमको तो ये देखना है, जब हाई कोर्ट का ऑर्डर है तो हाई कोर्ट के ऑर्डर के खिलाफ तो कोई डिमांड रखने का सवाल ही नहीं है। We only want to ensure that it's a free and fair interrogation. इस पे कोई दबाव नहीं डाला जाए, कोई फिजिकल या मेंटल टॉर्चर नहीं होना चाहिए। हमको यही देखना है।
In international news, in a joint crackdown on the Pakistan-based Harakat-ul-Jihad Islami, or Huji, as it's more commonly known, the United States and the United Nations today declared it to be foreign terrorist organization and especially designated global terrorist. They also have slapped sanctions on its chief, Ilyas Kashmiri, who India wants access to for his role in planning 26/11. This freezes any assets Kashmiri has under the US jurisdiction and prohibits American citizens from engaging in any transactions with him. Huji's area of operation extends throughout South Asia, with its terrorist operations focused primarily in India and Pakistan. Now, in news from the world of sports and controversies, as a dark cloud continues to hang over the Commonwealth Games that could mar Indian sport in the eyes of the world, former sporting greats have voiced their opinions rather loud and clear.
Games that are meant to bring pride to the country are now marred by corruption from all ends. That is not all. India later woke up to the possibility that the basic facilities could fail to meet completion, leave alone world-class standards.
Happy that we are going to conduct the Commonwealth Games, but preparation-wise, I don't know how it will be. It's ready and all. But last week I could see the stadium track was very good, but work is not finished.
And some feel it's better to focus on winning the medals rather than the corruption entangled with the games.
The corruption, yeah, for sure. I think it's really sad that there is so much corruption involved. As far as the Olympic Gold Quest is concerned, we are focusing on the performances of our athletes at the Commonwealth Games. 11 of our athletes are surely taking part in the Commonwealth Games.
With less than 60 days to go before India's first major international tournament on home ground, is there a way to move forward?
If at all there is a debate on what's happening, it should be on how we can make the Commonwealth Games successful from now on, from August 6th, 2010 unto October. How can we all help and all assist in seeing that we do a good games, because eventually it's the pride of the country. So if at all there's a debate, I think the debate should be on this.
In Chennai, Natasha for NDTV-Hindu.
In more sports news, in what's been a remarkable fight back in a memorable test match, India have beaten Sri Lanka by 5 wickets in the third and final Colombo test. India needed to win this test in order to level the series, and man of the match, VVS Lakshman's 16th test 100, his first in Sri Lanka, was the clincher. But till the start of the 5th day, it did seem like any team could win this tense battle.
Ishant Sharma had been brought in as a night watchman, but early on day 5, Sri Lanka sent him back to start what would be the real battle. This was not just the turning point of the test, it was the turning point of the series. Tilakaratne Dilshan dropping Sachin Tendulkar on 18, Lanka denied 2 quick wickets. Sachin lived to fight another day, and fight he did. The Master Blaster struck his 56th test 50, and it was advantage India.
That's his half century, that's very well played. The runs that batsmen value are those that are hard to get.
VVS Lakshman had performed in pressure situations throughout the series, and he did it again with a 50. But Lakshman had a few problems. A back spasm meant a runner would have to be called. India was inside of victory, but the seesaw battle continued. Randeep taking his 5th wicket of the innings, but the fact that it was Sachin's was what brought Sri Lanka back into the game. Suresh Raina came in and stated his intentions early on, but it was a risky call as Mahela Jayawardene let go of what was a very difficult catch.
Yes, he's obviously done something.
All this while India's wounded soldier was fighting on to ensure what would be a memorable win. Lakshman's 16th test 100 not only ensured India completed its highest chase in Sri Lanka, but it was also his first 100 in the 4th innings of a test match. Raina finished things off in style as India completed a terrific win, one that strengthened its position as the world #1 test side, and clearly one that meant a whole lot to them.
Now, time now to bring you our special segment in the run-up to celebrate Nama Madras. Heritage buildings are strong symbols of the city. That was one known as Madras, and among them is one of India's oldest railway stations. Take a look.
India's vast railway network has a strong historic link with Madras. In June 1856, India got her second railway station. This station in Raipuram was inaugurated by the governor of Madras, Lord Harris. The commuters who come here are certainly proud of it.
30 வருஷமா இந்த வழியா நான் டிராவல் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கேன். இந்த ஓல்டஸ்ட் ஸ்டேஷன் வழியா போர்ட்ரஸ்ட் ஹார்பர் போறதுக்காக நான் இந்த வழியா கிராஸ் பண்ணி போயிட்டு இருக்கேன். எவரி இயர் எனக்கு இது ப்ரௌட்ஃபுல்லா இருக்கு.
The architecture is quasi-classical with iconic pillars and cantilevers used on its platform roof. The roof of its grand porch is replete with carvings. The windows and doors are Victorian. The tall arched openings are another common feature throughout the station. Believed to be one of the oldest standing railway station structures of the Indian Railways, the Raipuram railway station today proudly stands and poses to the onlookers as well as the passengers who frequent it. Definitely something to be proud of and something synonymous with old Madras. Despite being the oldest surviving railway station and after recent renovations, it still displays its former splendor. And clearly, there's no railway building more worthy of being called a heritage building. In Chennai, Zoya Thomas for NDTV Hindu.
Well, that's a wrap on this bulletin. Tamil News with Savamani is up next. Do keep watching.